Hi guys, my name is Christine, and I'm a dating, relationship, and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about why there must be tension, conflict, and arguments when dating women. So, if you are in the dating game right now, you must not be afraid of there being tension, of there being conflict and arguments when you are dating a woman. Okay, you must never be afraid of that. So, the first point that I want to get into is never be afraid of being polarizing. So, what does this mean? So, when you're out on a date with a woman and she says something to you about a belief that she has, or she has an opinion, and you have the complete opposite opinion or belief, don't be afraid to say something that may upset her because you've got a different belief. So, don't be afraid to be polarizing like that. Don't be afraid to think and feel the opposite of how she feels about something. Okay? And why this is important is because it shows that you're confident and you're not afraid to say something that she may not like. Okay? And the reason why that's good is because she can see that you're strong, that you're not afraid of her, that you're not afraid to lose her over having a different opinion or belief. And it will show that you have confidence that to be able to show that, right? To show that you don't mind being different than what she is, okay? Because maybe a lot of the guys that she's dated or is dating currently alongside you may be trying to people please her, right? Being like, oh, you're matching her beliefs. So let's say she has a certain belief about a politician, and the other guys are like, oh yeah, I really like him too, yeah, oh man, we have so much in common, right? Now I can guarantee that some of those guys that she's dating, if she is dating a lot of guys, feel differently about how she feels about that politician. But because they're so afraid of losing her, they're so afraid of saying the wrong thing. Oh, it's so scary, right? Or she's so that they're not honest, right? But if you're honest, if you're not afraid to piss her off essentially, and to say something that's, the opposite to what she believes, right? Because that's how you really feel, then that will show to her that you're different, and it also show that you're actually authentic, because the other guys that she may be dating are putting on this false mask because they're so afraid of losing her. They're so afraid of saying the wrong thing. So you want to get to the stage when you're dating women to not be afraid to say the thing that she doesn't want to hear, but because but that's how you feel. So what this really all comes down to then is you can't bend your beliefs to match hers if it's not what you actually believe, because first of all, she's going to sense that you don't actually believe that. Okay? She's going to be able to tell that you don't really mean what you say. And that's when she's going to start friend zoning you, or she's just going to start losing interest. But if you have a polarizing belief and you say what you mean and you believe what you say, then that's going to make you come across as more confident, and also that you're not afraid to lose her. Because what's really interesting is that it may seem that when you're on a date with a woman, if you have a different belief, that it could easily put her off you. But that's not actually the case, right? Because a woman who actually has her head screwed on right will know that she's going to encounter guys in her life that think and feel differently than what she does about certain subjects. She's going to know that she's going to encounter guys that have different beliefs, right? And that's just the natural process. It's common sense, right? That she knows that's common sense. So it's okay to actually stand up for what you believe in and stand up for your beliefs. Okay? And if you do encounter a woman who gets really angry, really upset because you believe in a different politician than what she does, or you believe in a different kind of religion than what she does, or you have a different opinion about a celebrity than what she does, and she gets really angry, really upset, and calls you all like a bigot or whatever, right? She gives you all these like really dumb labels that people like to throw around these days, then that's a Fruit Loop, and you don't want to continue dating her, because obviously her beliefs are so strong that she would blow off someone over a belief or over a different opinion. And that is crazy. Like, literally, absolutely 100% a crazy thing to do. I have friends, and my wife as well. She has different opinions to me about certain things, and I have friends who have like way different like political beliefs and thoughts about different things than what I do. I don't let it get to me. I don't care, right? They don't care either because they're not Fruit Loops, right? They know that you're going to encounter people that has, and also you can't be afraid to argue about these things as well. It's okay to have like a healthy argument, a healthy debate about things that are, what how differently you see the world, and that's fine. Okay, I have lots of different friends who have different beliefs than what I do, and I don't let it get in the way of how I feel about them and if I hang out with them or not. Okay, so if you've got a woman who you're dating who goes absolutely apeshit on you basically over just like something political, then it's not worth it. Okay, bye. Like that's such a silly thing to like not hang out with someone over. It's really, 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 really silly. And not the kind of person that you want to be with. And also they're obviously very, very sensitive about it as well. And you see a lot of these kinds of arguments on like Twitter and stuff, and on like Facebook pages as well. You see like a lot of people getting really upset over someone's opinion on something. It's like, just let it go. If your opinion and if your way of life is superior, then just live it, right? And don't worry about what strangers think about how your stuff. How you think and feel about stuff. It's just, oh, it's so silly. I just think it's so silly. How people can get so riled up over certain beliefs, and it's just, anyway. let's move on. All right. So never be afraid to have a polarizing opinion. And if you're afraid, like if you're really, really afraid of saying the wrong thing in front of a woman because you're afraid of losing her, then obviously there is a confidence issue there. And I know I've been plugging this video in my other last videos too, but I do think it's really important that you watch this video on confidence that is on my personal development channel, and you'll be able to find it in the description of this video and also in the description of the 2 previous videos as well. But I think it's really important, if you're really afraid of losing a woman over something so silly like that, like if you're really like afraid of losing a girl that you've only just started dating, even though you've only just started dating her and you don't really even know it yet, then there's the confidence issue there, right? You have this really huge fear of loss. So please do go and check out that video. So another thing that I want to talk about is like creating tension by being mysterious. So in the title of this video, you'll see that there must be tension. There must be tension. So one of the ways that you can create tension is by being mysterious. Okay, because tension is what builds that anticipation for romance, for seeing each other, to build the intimacy, right? That leads up to sex and things like that. So the way that you create tension is by being mysterious. And one of the ways that you can be mysterious is by how you communicate with her. So, for example, when you start talking to a new woman in your life, don't be chit-chatting online to her all the time, right? Do what Corey Wayne says and use the phone for setting up dates rather than getting to know her. Because what he says is that you get to know each other on the date. You get to know each other in person, right? That's the best way you can ever get to know someone anyway, because people can lie about who they are in a message and they can craft it to how they want it to come across. They can rewrite it, right? But when you meet in person, it's more spontaneous and you get to see firsthand how this person really is, right? Rather than how their potentially false way that they're coming across online and through messages. So it's always better to talk in person and to not get to know each other over the phone. Okay, and that's what he says. So that's one of the ways you can be mysterious, by keeping conversations short online and using the phone just for setting up dates. Now, of course, it's okay if she messages you and says, "Hey, how are you?" And you can be like, "Hey, yeah, I'm doing great. How are you?" And she may be like, "Yeah, I'm doing really well." And then you can say, "That's great. I can't wait to see you on Saturday or Sunday or whenever you've made a date with her." So one of the ways that you can set up a date properly, and this is one of the ways that Corey Wayne explains it, is that when you start talking to a woman, right? Get to the point first, like, yeah, you know what, you sound really great. When are you free to hang out? And then you wait for her to say when she's free, and then you say, great, how about we meet on Sunday at this time at this place, right? Because she might say, yeah, I'm free Sunday, and you're like, great, let's meet Sunday, this time, this place, right? And that's how you do it, okay? And then you set it up, and you're like, great, see you then, done. You don't need to message her anymore because you've set up a concrete, definite date with her, okay? And then all you have to do is just wait until the date. Now, maybe that you create the tension so well that she messages you in between that. So she might say, like, oh, are we still on for Sunday? And you can be like, yeah, of course, I can't wait. Or she may just say something like how I said before, like she might just say, hey, how are you? And you'd be like, yeah, I'm doing really good. I can't wait to see you Sunday. But I'm really busy, so I'll talk to you then when I see you. But I really can't wait, you know. So you always want to be sort of positive and stuff. But that's one of the ways that you can create mystery, because she's going to be wondering about you because you're not messaging her all the time. She'll be like, what is he doing? Has he got so much work on his hands he can't message me? Like, what's he doing? Because he must have some free time to... And she's going to be thinking about all these things, and it's creating tension for her, right? Of course, the tension is probably building with you too, and the anticipation for you as well. But it's really going to be working... It's going to be really doing good things for her attraction towards you, okay? So... Another thing as well that can cause a lot of arguments as well is that never be afraid to stand up for yourself. It's absolutely essential that if a woman is testing you or she's being a bit of a brat, whatever it may be to you, it's okay to stand up for yourself and to be like, hey, I don't really like the way you're talking to me right now. So I'm going to go, you know, you've got my phone number. You can contact me when you want to apologize, right? So never be afraid to have an argument. Never be afraid to stand up for yourself. Okay, it's really important, because if she feels like she can walk over you, she will not respect you. And a woman that doesn't respect you doesn't love you, which is why it's important then to never be afraid of being polarizing, to create tension and to be mysterious, and to never be afraid to stand up to yourself. Okay, it's very important that you do those things, okay? Because if she feels like she can walk over you, she will not respect you. And if she doesn't respect you, she can't love you. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally and you'd like coaching with me, then please go to www.christinelovridge.com, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.